If you're looking for audition tips, you've come to the right place. So I've been on a bit of a hot streak lately in the acting department, and I'd love to share some of the things I've been doing that may or may not be getting me booked. I don't know. We'll let casting directors comment whether or not these are good tips or not. But from what I can tell, they've been serving me well. My name's Nick. I'm an actor and I run a video company with my two best friends. I am on both sides of the camera and both sides of casting, so I do feel like I have a bit of a unique perspective here. Last year, I did 120 auditions and I booked 12 gigs, so 1 in every 10. And this year, I'm currently booking at a 1 in 5 ratio, which is absolutely blowing my mind. I think I may have a horseshoe up my butt, or perhaps I have a few tips and tricks that can help you get booked. So tip number 1 is create a self-tape you love. This may be controversial, but always make the self-tape for yourself first before the casting director and client. What do I mean by that? Something hit me last year when I was doing a self-tape for an audition that I didn't think I was gonna get. In reading the script, I totally thought they were looking for someone older and possibly dorkier, which is exactly what they cast. And still, I was gonna audition because I'm a glutton for punishment. Those kind of auditions kind of come with a hard energy when you've been working a long week, it's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, but I loved the actual script. It was an announcer role. You needed one person who was uptight and one person who was just like kind of broing out. I don't know, I was in a mood and I decided I was gonna play both roles even though they asked me to do the one. This resulted in me dreading taking the time to do this audition to me having a hell of a good time and a lot of fun. Ever since then, I made a promise to myself that even if I don't book a gig, I want to enjoy the work. At the end of the year, if I'm going to do 120 auditions and only get 12 roles, I want to make sure that I'm having a good time and I'm proud of the work I'm doing. Tip number 2, keep it brief and cut to the good part. Ugh, it pains me to think of how I used to audition with long-winded slates, trying to make a good impression, and all I'm doing is taking up time. Well, casting directors are going through so much tape and seeing so many faces, and they just want to see, can you friggin' do the performance? A slate is supposed to be something absolutely quick. Hi, my name's Nick Merca. I'm 6 feet tall. Done. Sometimes do a hand slate, which I just talked to a client who thought that was really weird that us actors do that. The casting director requests that, Steph. Keeping your slate brief, absolutely important, but also keeping your performances brief enough. Think about a really good movie. You don't see someone walk into a diner and then walk out of a diner at the beginning and the end of a scene. They normally just cut to the chase, cut to the good part. Tip number 3 is strength over script. Do you ever get a casting call and you think, I don't know if this is me, but I still want to audition? Here's what you can do. Focus on your strength over the script or the character description. I'll give an example. One time I booked a gig and they were looking for a Ron Swanson, a very man's man. I am not that. Do I look like I can whittle a canoe with my bare hands? Ain't gonna happen. So what I did was I actually steered into more of a cheeky, kind of fun sort of hosty role. Very much this. And I booked it. Why? Because they're probably looking at a lot of guys who are trying to be Ron Swanson as opposed to just being themselves. So next time you get that casting call that you feel like you're gonna be trying too hard to align with that character, maybe just try a take that shows off your strengths. Maybe it gives the casting director a perspective that they didn't see and now they may want. I'm not saying to not do the character that they asked for. Give it a good college try, but also know when your magic can shine and when you can show it. Tip number 4, elevate your audio. Your audio doesn't need to be perfect in a self-tape, but I tell you, you want to be heard. Right now I'm using a boom mic, but when I do auditions, especially ones with my iPhone, I use the newer CM28. What this is, nice little kit that comes with 2 lav mics and this little thingy that plugs into my phone or my DSLR camera. What's nice about it is now it cancels out a lot of the room noise that you hear. As well, if I want to do something from far away, it will pick up my audio. Having good audio is paramount, and having this just allows me to quickly plug it into my iPhone, magnetically clip it on to my shirt, and go. This is worth its weight in gold. And no, I'm not sponsored by Newer, but Newer, if you see this, hit me up. I can be sponsored by you. Tip number 5 is break through the noise. Casting directors are seeing a ton of tape.
Is it self-care or is it self-tape?
And so sometimes if you can just break through, give a little wake up, you will catch their attention. And I do this in very subtle ways that have worked. A very simple, easy example of this is I just booked a role of dad. Aren't I the dad? But he was an exhausted dad trying to get his 2 sons to help him load in groceries. So what I did was in my full body slate, I just loaded up the groceries and had a look that says, is that the reason I booked it? Probably not, but it probably helped to show the client that I can do exhausted dad. This is a small thing, but I believe a lot of casting directors can see good acting, but I don't think a lot of clients can see good acting. So you have to show them almost as close to the commercial as possible. That's why you dress for the role. Another example that booked me a role was for a Boston pizza spot that I desperately wanted. It was a funny, fun, over-the-top hosting role that was full of Canadian pride and was played through the playoffs. I really wanted this role, and I don't normally want. I normally have thick skin and just, if I get it, I get it. But this is one that I really wanted. So in my slate, I wanted to break through the noise. What I did was I had my full body slate wearing a Bruins jersey, and I'm talking in a Leafs hoodie. Oh, do you want to be spitting chiclets? Much better. Sorry. And that little bit of setup is a way of catching their attention that tells them that I understood the values of this project and that I can have a little bit of fun. Don't spend too much time trying to do this and don't take up too much of the casting director's time. But if you can find those small little moments that can just wake them up, do it. Tip number 6, put your full body slate with your slate. Listen, slates are super awkward already, but doing a full body slate is just even worse. You feel very naked is what you do, but you're not. So we have to say our names, we have to say our heights, and then we have to walk back and show off our full goods, sometimes in a 360. So when I do my slate, I will do it in a medium. I'll say, hi there, my name's Nick Burka, and I'm 6 feet tall. Whatever other information that they're looking for. And to the side, I will have my full body slate, which I normally shoot vertical and just add to my audition tape. I find this just makes it less awkward for me and it saves time on my audition tape so I can get to my audition faster. A little tidbit on the full body slates too is I try and normally act the role while I'm doing it as opposed to standing there awkward with my arms at the side. So if I'm confident, I'm confident. If I'm awkward, I'm awkward. And if I am doing anything physical, I'm doing it. I mean, like, really, how awkward is it that we have to stand all the way back? They want horizontal video, and yet you want us to just stand there. And, you know, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing, but I get it because bodies are weird, and my body would probably look weird. So whatever. Tip number 7: multiple takes. Woo, boy. I feel like this tip might ruffle some feathers. I met an actor one time who says, I only ever give 1 take because they'll only remember the best take. Fair enough. This might be controversial because sometimes casting just asks you for 1 or 2 takes, but I always provide as many takes as I feel offer a variety to showcase my performance. Don't give 2 takes that are almost identical and you just couldn't decide. You make that decision for them. I always label them take 1, take 2, take 3 so that people can skip over it, or if casting and the client want to refer to something like, hey, did you really like what he did in take 3? Yeah, I did, but I really hated what he did in take 1. Great, now they can have a conversation. My theory is they could always just turn it right off. But I just booked something where I provided, I want to say at least a dozen takes, and I couldn't get to the callbacks. I couldn't do a Zoom callback. I was busy, and they booked me off of that. And I think I just showed the variety of what I can do. Now, I'm not saying do 12 every time. This was like a 1-line thing, so it's kind of easy to do.
Kids, come help with the groceries.
Kids, come help with the groceries.
Kids, come help with the groceries.
But if you're doing something where it's going to be like a 30-second performance, why not give 3 or 4 takes, provided you could do a different take? And how many takes do you do? It's however I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I'll do, 1 or 2, but for the most part, I'll be doing 3 or 4, provided that those takes could offer something different. Tip number 8. Use the Teleprompter app. Ooh, this kind of breaks my heart because I hate teleprompters. Really, truly I do. There's no teleprompter here. I am just off script. I have some notes and I'm just talking. But sometimes I get auditions that are 2 to 4 minutes long of dialogue to talk down the barrel of the lens. I want to put a little caveat on this because I think you should only use the Teleprompter app if you can memorize. If you are not good with long form dialogue, this should just be something that you decline. But if you can do long form dialogue and you can memorize things, but someone has given you a 4-minute script like I just was given, I'm gonna use the Teleprompter app. And I'm gonna still try and do a good performance, but I'm gonna save myself some time. I'm a dad of 3 kids who's running a video company. I do not have time to memorize 4 pages of dialogue for an audition, but a teleprompter app will take the pressure off of having that memorized to let me focus on the performance at hand. Tip number 9 is my reader cheat. What do you do if you need a reader but you have no friends? Do you ever get those self-tapes where it's like a back and forth and you've just had a long week and you can only do your self-tape, say late at night when your kids go to bed and you don't have a reader or don't want to inconvenience anyone to read with you? Well, this is my reader cheat. And I can't promise you that casting directors like this whatsoever. In fact, they could possibly hate it and I might lose out on tons of roles because of it. But I've seen readers who are so vanilla and dry and I feel like this would be just as good. So casting directors, don't hate me for saying this, but when I need a reader and I don't have access to a reader, or I just want to get the self-tape out and done, I actually have a monitor. My laptop connects to a monitor and I will put my asides. And so I'll say my line and then I will read my reader's line and then I'll say my line. As I read for whoever should be reading or my scene partner, I just leave space and I react as I read. Then at the end of my self-tape, I'll read their dialogue and I will add it to my audition. Is it pretty? No. Is it much better working alongside actors? Yeah, but you do what you gotta do at the end of the day. Tip number 10 is a wardrobe document. So this one has nothing to do with self-tapes whatsoever, but has saved me hours of invaluable time. Hours. What happens over the years is wardrobe will go, hey, do you have anything in blue? Shirts, casual, or sweaters, or cardigans, or jackets? And so I would send pictures. And then I would delete those pictures. And then I realized, why am I deleting the pictures? So I started a document. And every single time somebody asked me, do I have something? And I sent a picture, I would add that picture to this document, divided up by jackets, formal attire, sweaters, plaid shirts versus denim shirts, all my shoes, and so forth. So when wardrobe asks me, do you have XYZ? Sometimes I will copy it and delete all the stuff that is irrelevant to them. But a lot of times I'll just send them the link to my Google Doc that has all my wardrobe that I've ever brought to set. This has saved me so much time because wardrobe will then pick and choose what they want. Instead of me having to go to my closet and guess what do they want me to bring, and then pack an entire suitcase of wrinkled up clothes, carrying hangers downtown Toronto, trying to get it to a fitting, which they won't look at anyway because they've already picked out everything. Sorry. I also don't understand why you're asked for your sizing before an audition, when you get on hold, and when you get booked, and then wardrobe will call you anyway. Just double check it anyway. Listen, acting is messy, and this is one way that keeps you organized. And I tell you, production has really appreciated me having this document. And I have appreciated having this document. So there you have it. Hopefully you've learned something that can help elevate your self-tape or make your life easier. If you got any tips or tricks, leave it in the comment section below. And if you're a casting director thinking, hey dummy, that's not how it is, comment, let us know. Clarity is king. let's have a dialogue. I would love to live in a world where actors and casting directors have more of an opportunity to educate each other so that we can do our jobs better to make your jobs better as well. Full disclosure, these could be terrible tips and tricks, but I've been booking and I've been finding that these things are helping me. So hopefully they can help you. What am I doing, guys? Anyway, see you on the flippity floppity.
Bippity boppity.